All right, we are live. Hopefully, I'm all good here. First time I scheduled the live video, so we'll see how it goes. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's share the screen. And I hear myself. Reverb here one second. There, that's gonna be better. And I'm gonna pull myself away. Here we go. So I was going over my stats this morning. Here, as you can see, we have 31% acceptance rate in the month of November, so November 1st to 21st. And out of 134, 39 friend requests, 43 were accepted. I was able to send an extra message because somebody from last month must have accepted. I sent the message today or yesterday, etc. Part of that time frame. Then we have 41% response rate, which is really good. So out of the initial messages we sent, 18 responded. So we're going to continue that. It's just more about having conversations at this point and getting more outreach. So that's what I was doing today because I need more leads in the pipeline. So you can see here, if I zoom out, I have a couple of leads here that I'm waiting just to get a couple more mutual friends, but I'm out of the imported leads. So today we're going to be going into this cold email masterclass by Instantly. I've done it before, but I'm just going to go in and grab the top 200 because now I have more mutual friends, as you see, like 3, 7, 4, etc. So that's what we're qualifying for, is more mutual friends. And the people that I've added from this group that have accepted me become friends. They get out of that things with members with things in common. So now next we have a couple people we need to check if they've accepted the friend request. If they haven't, we have 4 people we're going to pull the friend request. And then we have Chris Burrows here who accepted yesterday. So just so we can see, we have pretty much had between 1 and 4 friend requests accepted per day pretty religiously. We still have the high of 7 back there. And then I think we had 9 on one day. So we're going to continue that. But essentially here we have some follow-ups to do today. So I sent out 5 messages and then we're going to say, hey, I'm back. And then from here, we have a new flow that I've added. So we're going to actually, this is something that's working for me on LinkedIn really well. And what we do is we add a case study. So something like this, I'll just show you an example. Like Brooke just did 60K in 60 days using FlowChat to fill up her group. Check out what she texted us this morning. And it's a picture. So we actually send a picture through FlowChat. And it's a picture of Brooke explaining she did 60K in 60 days. And then we ask a question in a negative connotation, so or a negative way. So I have quite a few different variations because you can use different case studies. And with FlowChat, we have like over 100 plus 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So I can just go and pick and choose the ones that I want and throw them in here and test. So that's what we're going to be testing here today, sending that first one out. So let's import here quickly. So we have 82 leads. Nice. As you can see, it's already set up by default. I already have everything set up. So I just double check because I set these options as default, and then I import. So it's very easy, especially if you're doing this for like the same account, right? One profile, and you're just doing it on one platform. You can keep going back and forth. You can set the default on the other platforms as well. So that's the other cool thing. So we have 7 new leads. Okay, so that's fine. As you see, I will keep doing that today. Keep getting more leads. We'll stop that for now in terms of importing. But what we will do, because I'll reload and just show you. Boom, we have 7 leads here. Oh, we have 80. There we go. And 7 were new. So we're just going to qualify those leads. I might have not hit that add new leads, so we're going to delete them. That's what we'll do. And go in here. So to delete, because I want to just double check, we're going to do select all stage leads and then remove leads. And we want to delete from pipeline because they might still be in my system. So we just want to remove leads, I would go back into that instant lead group. Called master class by instantly. Right, and then I would just go back in here, super easy. And then we're going to go into members with things in common. I'll just grab this because I have a lot of names there. We're going to go 200. Boom, pull that out. I'll just push this over here for now. What's cool is that's a platform automation that's using the extension real quick here. So what we can do at the same time is we can run the messaging sequence. So we're just going to go back here. I'll reload. And what I'm going to do, I think tomorrow, today is just going to be because I want to show off this new messaging sequence. So we'll show that off. And we'll go into a couple more messages if we have time. But essentially, what I'm going to be doing tomorrow is going into the automation queue, and we're going to set up our flow now that I have the new messaging in place, and we're going to schedule it like I mentioned. So we're going to go in here, close your eyes for a second. I'm just going to scroll down, find the second account. Lots of accounts here. Second account, and then we're going to go in and schedule these. So we're going to go hit schedule. We're going to find a time based off my other automations because I have like an Instagram pipeline and a LinkedIn pipeline. So we're going to figure out what the best time is. I'll show you how to schedule one really quickly. So you can select if you want this to go up hourly, daily, custom, right? Monday, maybe not Sundays, right? Maybe not Saturdays, or whatever days. And then you select your profile, and then we go in and select the amount of leads. And then there's some filters here too. So I'll do that tomorrow or Thursday. For today, let's test this new messaging sequence out because I'm excited about it. So we're going to do it for, let's see if we hit run now. We have 10 leads that we can do it for. So let's do it for 5. And then we're going to do it pretty quick, 5 to 10 seconds in between leads because it's going to go and send all these messages out. And before we do that, actually, we're all set here. Let's import again. I'll just make sure. There we go. Okay. I think it was check marked. So we might be good here. Maybe I do have 80 new ones like that. So let's see. Yeah, they said they're already in our database. So let's run this automation first. Then we can come back in after. And I'll show you a quick trick because they're already in our database and how we can find these leads. So I'll just move them over to the side here for a second. We'll let this automation go off. And this is the beautiful thing with FlowChat. As it's doing our work, we can do more work or do other things, right? Maybe have a sip of coffee. But where we're going to go is into the My Leads section or Lead section. So here you can find all your leads. And what we're going to do is we're going to say show leads that are not in a pipeline. Status lead in, because that's as they come in, the default status is lead in by the system. And then we're going to go into pipeline stage and we're going to find the second account. So once again, close your eyes just because I know I'm scrolling a little bit. Where is the second account? It's coming up here. And then imported prospects is the stage that we want to select. And then we want to do, there is about 80, so we'll do 100 and we'll apply. Well, actually, they're out of that stage. So now what we want to do is, oh, there you go. So we'll do imported. So you can find the stage a little bit faster. If you type in imported, it'll find the stages. And it's the source or the group. So the group was cold email masterclass by instantly. So cold email masterclass. So we're going to type that in. And let's see what happens. It should find the leads here. If not, what I can do is just go find somebody's name. So let's find Billy here. Apply filters. So I'm just taking a name directly from the group that are not in a pipeline. Okay, so they must all be in a pipeline then. I'm gonna hit show all leads and I'll go find Billy here. Let's see if we can find Billy. Not qualified. Okay. So it must be if I do another name. They're probably all in lead in. So we're gonna go backtrack there. Manual qualification needed. We're gonna just go find which stage, which pipeline he's in. So then we can backtrack. Okay, so he's there. And then what we're gonna look at is contact info, links, others, custom, source, yeah, cold email. So source Facebook group, cold email masterclass by instantly. So that's what we want to look at in the leads. Source Facebook group. And then we're going to go here, and then we're going to say show leads that are not in pipeline, that are lead in. And we're going to say group, cold email masterclass by instantly. Results, apply. Okay, those are the 7, right? We mentioned there were 7 new ones. So these are the ones, we're going to grab them. And what we're going to do, because they're not in a pipeline, right? What we're going to do is, where is it? Add leads to pipeline. And then we're going to go into the N8, my second account. Here we go. And then we're going to go into imported prospects. Yes, add leads. By the way, we've sent the messages out, as you guys see. All right, we're sending out Brooks' message, testing that out. And then here, we're gonna hit OK. We can get out of my leads. This automation is still running, which is okay. We can still reload. And then we have our 7 leads here that are back in. So now with this follow-up, I'm just gonna go in and check the automation real quick. Boom, okay. Yeah, it's all 2B, 2A, 2C. Okay, so yeah, we're testing that one right now. And then we'll go in, we'll send some more messages, pull those requests, and then that will probably be my day today. I have to build an AI agent for FlowChat and a Zoom AI note taker agent as well. So we'll continue. I had a good chat with Gilberto, his past client. I'm gonna follow up with him, see how things are going. So that'd be good. Right. Alexander here left. Right. Like when I get that, I got William here that said you too. Right. And then so we're getting conversations. Cameron here, boom, thumbs up. And then circle back mid-June. So this is going to be an objection. And we'll do have a great holiday season. I might sprinkle some golden nuggets your way while you wait. No need to respond to them. Just pure quick snack bite value that you can check on when you have a spare 60 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna send that out. We're gonna send a GIF. Happy holidays. And then what we're gonna do is put her back into long-term follow-up. And then we're gonna go in here. That triggered for 3 months, but we actually just want to go back in most likely like the 12th, somewhere in there. All right, we're almost done. Our 5th lead, Pat Johnson here is getting it. Gonna get it. We're pasting the message. I love that, or the image. Here, we're gonna close this out. We're gonna reload. And then I'm gonna need a couple more friends to qualify. So here, ManyChat is one of FlowChat competitor in a way for Instagram. We actually bolt onto ManyChat. A lot of our clients use ManyChat and FlowChat because we do 2 different things, and ManyChat essentially can't reach out to people after automation's done. Okay, so I could. One person's unresponsive. Perfect. So here, I could actually import all the people that are liking the post. All right, let's see. It should be like more than that, but it's weird, but let's do it. So from here, I do a ManyChat post, right, and I can do second account. So because it's an import from Facebook likes, it's not defaulted like the other one. So we will go in here and we go Facebook likes. Those tags, and then I would also maybe we'll tag that and then import, get those leads in there. So 25 new leads, and then I can also keep scrolling. I had actually, if I go to my history here, another one. Here it was. Import commenting profiles. Facebook comments. Any chat, because I just want to track that. And then second account. We'll do Facebook comments. Many chat. Import. Now it's going to go in and import those leads. So it's a little bit different when it comes to the comments. So it's actually going to go in and grab them for us. So we'll just put that there. Right, and you'll see if I reload them, we'll have a lot more leads that are ready to go on that stage. 32, and then we'll probably grab another, let's just say 80 or so. So here we go. Next step, we're going to be talking to more people, booking more calls. It is the holidays, so we're going to get a lot of objections in terms of people waiting to do things right now because it's coming up on December 1st, right? So that's one of the things that we're going to tackle. I've already tackled it with, even if it was with Ginger, going back and forth, sending information over. So if people are super hesitant, we can't really fight it as salespeople. The best thing we can do and the only thing we can do is keep our activity ongoing. So I can just keep adding people, keep making sure I have mutual friends, and then from there, keep going and scheduling things so that it's consistent over the holidays. I'll pause certain things, like sending out requests won't pause because people are actually really active, but I won't be asking business questions in the chats, right? I'll be lining up and just trying to get as much accepted friends. And then once the new year starts, I'm going to have the ability to message a ton of people. All right, so that's going to be the idea. So we just uploaded that. We're good there. Let's just double check before we go. This will be our live session. 72 leads. Perfect. That's awesome. I'm also going to import the likes here because I think they'll be pretty good. So we're just going to grab these, import. We're going to say Facebook likes, ManyChat, second account. And then we'll go to Facebook likes, ManyChat. Boom, okay. Then we import, this will be the last one. And then we'll start qualifying some people and adding some more people today. So that'll be the rest of the day. There we go, 14 new leads, 11 are already in there. I'll close this, reload. And then we will be importing and talking to more people. So like I mentioned, either tomorrow or Thursday, I'm gonna go over the automation queue, how to set that up. And then you're gonna be able to see more conversations, how those are going, what the follow-up looks like for these leads, how things are gonna go with those conversations. All right, so it'll be interesting to see. People are looking at stuff, so we just gotta get the right message, the right time, the right person, and then we struck gold and we can keep going from there. Even I was talking with Dima yesterday to get him back on the call, for example, right? We can still follow up, right? Let me know if you can't find a time and I can see if I can move some things around. Right, so he was a no-show the first time, and we're gonna get him back in because he's doing a lot of stuff with Go High Level, which is one of the softwares we integrate with. So I know there's potential there. If he doesn't show one more time, then he would be canceled. And I think what I'm gonna end up doing here is putting a call no-show re-engage 3 times max. Right, so that's what is kind of the three rules, 3 golden rules. So let's make it like purple here. Yeah, and then trigger, let's say, usually it's like a day. So we will do that. And then Dima would be here, right? So that's the idea there. So with FlowChat, right, that's how easy it is to keep building the stages and keep making it custom. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is the rest of the stream. And let me know if you have any feedback, if you're liking this, if you have any questions. We'll keep going.